Welcome once again to our new channel, Weaverbird in Town. I hope you'll be subscribing anytime soon and continue sharing and watching our video. So today I have a focus towards Coco Mama versus Kasichana and partly Mama Shogo. And there'll be more in the video. Of course, reaction is reaction. Now, of course, I've seen Coco Mama attacking Kasichana indirectly and Mama Chogo, Baba Chogo indirectly. I don't know what her problem is. Is it not just the other day she was told to go and investigate on Janet, the lady whom Jihan Sharif is making a lot of content about, just to find out how this lady is being siphoned? There is no way somebody will keep putting you in the videos and you keep crying. Why is she crying if she's happy? You cannot say that somebody's way of appreciating is by tears. Even tears of joy have their own taste. Is Janet really safe? Is she crying because she knows how much maybe Jihan Sharif is pocketing, or what is her problem? Is she crying because she knows she is worth more than what she's receiving? Of course, some people will come here to say they are defending Jihan. You are free to do so. That is reaction on the streets. Some people are for it, others are against, and that's what makes it reaction. The word reaction came from the different views and emotion that people have towards things. However, I'll plead with us not to be sentimental. We need to use logic sometimes when it comes to this reaction. Now in the video, of course, you will see clearly, I'm going to put it here. Janet keeps crying. When she's bought for wheat flour, she cries. When she receives maize flour, she cries. When she has the house bill, she cries. Doesn't she have another way of expressing her happiness? Or is she trying to show something behind the camera? You people, you've been sending individuals to go investigate on the boy at Concrat's mom, for example, saying she's being overused, she's being enslaved, he's being, I don't know, mistreated. But you have no time to go and investigate on Jihan Sharif. When Coco Mama was told to do you know what she said? She threw off her hands, threw the towel in the fire and said, somebody else can do it. You can go watch and do it. I don't watch her. I was like, are you serious? Because you reactors, you watch everything in the streets, especially if it's directed towards the same anchor with you. Do you want to tell us you don't even watch Masubo? You want to tell us you don't watch these people totally, the people you're working with? You don't even watch JT, right? So you only come to watch Lynette, AVL, African Homestead, and the African Village Uganda channel? Is that why you are so much focused towards Lynette, even in the past, and Lynette now, and Lynette then, Lynette with massage, Lynette with I don't know which young people from the village? Tell us. So, let's start by watching that video on Jihan Sharif, the Janet video, then we proceed. Okay. Now, what do you get from that video when you watch Janet crying like that? When I saw her crying for the first time, I thought she was crying out of joy that a house had finally been built for her. Then there was a time she was made to meet her mother. She cried. There's a time she received gifts from America. She cried. And again, yesterday's video, she cried. So what is happening? People are concerned. People are not fools on these streets. There must be more than we can see. There must be too much water for the flower or too much flower for the water. Which one? So I think people need to actually go check and see what is happening, because there must be something that is bringing out her tears left and right. Okay? Now, away from that, I want us to focus on the Kasichana girl. The Kasichana girl is doing very well. She and her husband went to purchase items in readiness for their business. The money that currently we are hearing on the streets, Coco Mama saying that it's not going to do the right thing. I wonder if this is true. I hear there are people who are demanding their money from AVL back to their pockets because Mama Chogo is not receiving it all. I wonder if this is true. But let's look at it. Kasichana yesterday, they went with the husband to purchase items for their business. So many times have people asked how much she earns, what is her benefit on the channel, and so forth. But Kasichana is doing well. In their cooking moments, they also did a lot of purchases for their business. And I believe with their focus and the support that will come from abroad and Lynette, they are going to make it in their current focus of business. Business requires capital. Now look at Clarice on the other side. I don't wish her ill, but she's literally struggling. Who takes mandazi and mbaazi? Hardly does anyone do that. That combination tells us volumes. Someone reminded us that we need to tell Clarice also to consider hygiene, so that children are not touching their noses and then touching ingredients, so that she's not preparing meals from a dirty place, so that whenever she's touching items, she washes her hands. Some people may not take that in a friendly way. They'll not consider that as an advice. But we have said. We don't have to regret for whatever we said. Proceeding to Kasichana. I hope you watched her video yesterday. Did you see what she did? Even the meal she prepared? If you missed it out, we are going to show that in a few minutes. Meanwhile, Kasichana is actually showing the world what she's got. Be it by luck, be it by whatever means. Kasichana is doing well. It is not easy to purchase house appliances. You remember when this other lady Clarice wanted to buy, she really found it tough. And she has not bought them fully. She's buying step by step. By the way, she also did a griller. I think that is part of the things that can improve her hygiene. But on the other side, Kasichana, they are doing very well. Always laying their mats to serve food. Always preparing food based on the recipes prepared by Lynette possibly. And making sure that they do it in a unique way. Of course, it must have been pilau, chicken that was prepared in a unique way. You will be seeing that in this video. So let's watch that video, then proceed.
Hapa kuchukulia vitu vya kupika na tukasapotiwa na Chalo na Linet. Ametupa sufuria na akatusupport na viti 10. So tunasema tunashukuru. Maana tunashukuru na tuna asante. Kufikia sasa tunafurahi. Tumefungua watu, mkitaka kukodisha viti unaweza kuja kwa Kasichana na husband Thoya, mkachukua viti na sufuria. So sisi tunasikia raha. Chalo na Linet, thank you. Wow.
Okay. I think you've seen that video. You've seen how Kasichana dedicates all her time in a delightful manner, thrilling way, giving all her energy, all her aptitude, all her focus, all her language in her duty. There are people who are pleased with her. There are few who are unsubscribing because of Lynette and in relation to their perspective towards what is happening. But when you look at these two, they deserve even a channel which they'll run and will actually flourish. They deserve that good house that is being complete. They deserve a good business, and I believe through the effort that they are trying to put in practice, if they really focus 100%, they are going to make it, you know. The only thing I don't understand is, does it mean they're going to start their business but still will be recording for AVL? Maybe that's the situation, because they chose not to be independent. They are still under Lynette. And of course, we don't blame Lynette for that. If people are not stable enough and they're still working for you, all the best. As long as you have a mutual agreement and a fair treatment of each other, then everything will fall in place rightfully. Otherwise, guys, what do you think? What else do we tell Kasichana and the husband? What about Lynette? What new should they bring on board? For me, I believe apart from rice, there should be other variety of African village food stuff that can be added in the list. But being cost, they really take a lot of rice in various formats. Yeah, so maybe out of that cultural consideration, that makes it easy for them to keep preparing rice versus something. Otherwise, let's hope the best for the business that is being opened and success thereafter. Otherwise, meet you later in another video. Thank you and bye-bye.